Hello, in this video I'll be talking about my Cyberbrick X LEGO project. I'll be talking about why I made this project, how I made this project, a quick demonstration of the finished model, and how everyone watching at home can make this project themselves. So, let's start with why. Why did I make this project? The goal behind this project was to create a cheap alternative to official LEGO electronics and make it easily accessible. Shown on the screen right now is the price of a LEGO powered up motor, which costs £30. Comparing this to Bamboo Labs Cyberbrick, you can buy a beginner hardware kit for just £38, which includes 4 motors and parts for the receiver and remote controller as well. The Cyberbrick components are also very compact, making the finished motors very comparable to official LEGO motors, and therefore easy to use in existing LEGO models. Now, let's get into how I designed this project. My main design criteria of this project was to only use parts from the beginner hardware kit. This means only using the screws and hardware parts included in the kit. I also wanted my models to mimic LEGO electronics as closely as possible, with similar mounting solutions to make compatibility easy. Once I had established a clear design criteria, I went on the Bamboo Lab website and downloaded the stat models for all the hardware parts in the beginner kit. These can be found on the Maker Supply page of each respective product. I then imported these models into Onshape and began modeling the LEGO compatible casings. These include the pin and axle holes for connecting to other LEGO pieces, as well as maintaining overall dimensions that are in line with LEGO dimensions. This process is then repeated for all components as shown on screen. Now that we have a completed Cyberbrick X LEGO kit, let me show you a quick demonstration of the components before they are installed into an actual model. Now that you have seen what the components are capable of, let's install them into this model and test it. This model is somewhat based on the Ford Bronco and includes a 4x4 drivetrain, steering, and front LED headlights. This is also a good opportunity to discuss some of the limitations of this project. Since I limited myself to only using parts from the Cyberbrick beginner kit, the geared DC motor is not very powerful, as seen here since the model cannot climb obstacles that are too high. This can be fixed by replacing the motor with an N20 Metal Gear motor, but that has to be purchased separately, making the project less beginner friendly. Now that you have seen what the project is capable of, let's have a look at how you can make this project yourself. Linked in the video description is the MakerWorld page with all the 3D files for the models featured in this video. You simply need to download them and refer to my PDF assembly guide to assemble all the components. That being said, this project is not complete. There are many more components in the Cyberbrick ecosystem that can be made LEGO compatible. Therefore, I will continue to update the MakerWorld page with new models, so please keep an eye out for that. Anyways, I think that about wraps up this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.